everybody and welcome. I'm KK and today we have a very precious package we can open. It's the Monster High Midnight Runway Frankie, but I already have one of them. So there's a little story behind this, and it's mainly the fact that this one here got lost in shipping. And so it was lost in shipping for about a couple of months, so Mattel actually ended up refunding me the money for this doll. So I was really surprised when she showed up, and honestly, I'm kind of happy she showed up, so now I can have one out of box and one in box. But Mattel was really nice about it, and they refunded me the doll, and because Frankie was still open, they said I could just purchase her again if I wanted her. So it wasn't honestly that big of a hassle. Her box is pretty damaged, like there's dents all around it, and like the corners, and then this side has like a little indent. But because Mattel does a second box on the inside, I'm hoping my Frankie's all good in there. This is the back of the box. You can tell this is even more damaged on the back. There's this giant dent, so I'm really hoping the doll on the inside's good. So this is what came out of the package. Except for this right here, the box looks really good, so I'm assuming the doll inside is okay. So this is the box, and yeah, from what it looks like, she's definitely okay in there. So let me just pull this out, and here she is. I love the Midnight Runway doll boxes. I think the shimmer and then like all this like gloss detail is super pretty. This is the side of the box with Frankie's mask, and then this is the back. I love the back of this. It's the prettiest thing in my opinion. It's like so shiny and holographic. I love it. This is what she looks like straight out of the box. She comes with her certificate of authenticity just to ensure you didn't get a knockoff. And then this is her. I'm just gonna take the plastic off so we can take a better look at her. This is what she looks like. For a collector doll, this is I'm not a big fan of this, how her hair is just so messy already in the box. And especially because I have my other Frankie and like I can't redo her hair. It kind of sucks because I'm keeping her in the box, so I don't know. It's just I should have waited till I chose which one to take out of the box, but it's okay. She has the embroidery. I honestly think she looks really good in her box. It has like a watery or like almost like a silk fabric background kind of thing. There's only pattern down here. As you go up, it kind of just looks ombre-ish and it's a little bit white up here. Also, up here, you can kind of see her elastic band, which I know you couldn't on mine. And this was actually a return doll on the outside of the box. Let me go grab it. This is the first thing that made me think it was a return. This little label part here, I peeled it off. And do you see how it says 073? And here it's 683. It shows that she's a different number. And then on the outside of the packaging box, actually, there was a return label on it that they kind of half ripped off, but you could still say returned, which I don't know why she'd be returned, because her face, it's not too wonky. I think she has a pretty good face up in my opinion. Her eyelashes are pretty good, so I don't know why this would have been a return doll, but it was. It could have been for the hair, but she has everything in her box. I checked the back of all her tights and things. There are no rips, so she's not a return, but it sucks that she was a return. Well, she was a return. You know what I mean. This is what the doll looks like out of box though. And honestly, I think she looks pretty considering how much hate was going around for this doll. And I don't know. I don't know. I think it's hate because, like, a lot of people just really don't like this doll from the line, and I don't understand why. I think she's really pretty. Yes, I would have loved to see, like, Operetta or, like, another ghoul like Spectra, but I'm not going to complain because Frankie's one of my top 3s. But definitely, I prefer her without her mask because her mask, in my opinion, it just, I don't know. It takes away from, like, the fashionista aspect, in my opinion. Like, it doesn't really add anything, Like, she already has the teal in her hair and the teal down there. It's not like they needed to incorporate the color. I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of the mask, and I understand that, like, this mask is practically the whole line, like Midnight Masquerade. I understand that, but I don't know. I feel like they could have executed it better, you know, make it more, like, form-fitting to her face, because you can see on this one, it, like, doesn't want to sit right. And obviously, because it's, like, a hard plastic, it's not going to fit her face right, but I can't do anything about that. But her face up, in my opinion, is so pretty. I love the rooted eyelashes. That's something I love out of all the collector dolls, that they have the rooted eyelashes. I don't know, I'm just a big fan. She has her bodysuit. I understand in the photos that her leggings were ripped, but mine didn't come ripped. I think that was a lot of the hate going around for it, is because her stock photos were ripped. But, like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of these crotch stands. I don't know, they just aren't my favorite. It took me so long to get her balanced on this. It's not even funny. I love the long hair, but I wish we could see some ghouls with short hair, because in the stock images, once again, you could see that Cleo and Spectra both have fairly long hair. And even with the G3 line, they're actually making everyone's hair pretty long. Like, even Toralai's hair, they made super long, which I am not a fan of at all. But she's got some pretty boots. They have a little lightning bolts on the side. They're like a translucent-y gray-black color. I think her shoes are actually pretty cute. But yeah, I love her face up. I feel like when you put the mask on, it ruins her face up, because it takes up so much space. And I understand, like, although, yes, I know, you can see her makeup and stuff, it's just you're so distracted by the mask that, I don't know, in my opinion, you just lose her face. She has this one random piece. I'll probably end up cutting that. But this is my Frankie's hair after a wash, and like a boil wash. I missed a few strands over here. I could probably fix that anytime. See what I mean? Those are the crotch stands. I understand that she has the thick belted waist, but mine always falls off. Okay, I got her back on her stand. I don't know why, but when I got this doll, I assumed her bodysuit was long sleeve, but as you can see right here, it's not. It's short sleeve. So I was planning on taking the coat off when I originally got her, because these little triangle pieces, they're super bent. I don't understand. I don't know how to get them standing up straight again. So I was just going to take the coat off for a while. But she looks really goofy without the coat, so I just ended up leaving it on. This is the out-of-box one with her mask on. As you can see, like, it just makes her forehead look so big, and I don't know, it just takes up so much space. But this is how it connects. It's like this little, can you tell? It's like a little hookish kind of thing. And I feel like it's supposed to clip around the ears, but when you push it down to, like, hook around the ears, this is kind of how it sits, like, down here, which obviously isn't right. So I just push mine up here, so this little breaking piece is actually on her nose. But yeah, this line definitely isn't my favorite. I wish I could have got a hold of the first Haute Couture dolls, but I only got a hold of the Laguna because of how pricey they were. I know they're all the same price, but I was just struggling then. But yeah, I don't think she's as bad as people are making her seem. Like, there are a few details I wish were better. Like, I wish they could have figured a way for this to stay up. And, like, I feel like she needs more jewelry. And her necklace is shiny. So I don't understand why they couldn't make the belt and, like, these shiny, because these are shiny as well. So there are some things I don't like about this line. And I wish this was, like, super shiny too. But I understand that, you know, Mattel's corporate. They just want money, which is fine, you know. But yeah, I still like this doll. I definitely never intended to get 2 of them, but I did, and I'm not gonna complain. Like, I could sell this one later if I wanted to. But yeah, I think they're both really beautiful dolls, and I am honestly the biggest fan of the box. Like, give me the box itself without the doll. I think I would have been happy. But yeah, I love her so much. So let's go put her up on the shelf. This is how the shelf looked before. I had my 3 collector dolls. I also have Pennywise, but my family's a big fan of the movie, so we store that in a different room. But I'm not sure where I'm actually going to end up putting this doll, because I don't know if I want her just like turned around so I could see the back of the box, or like if I want her plastic open so I could see her. Another option is this shelf. It's just a shelf below my collector shelf, which is where I store all my Ever After Highs, and I'm currently restoring a bunch of them. So that's why I've been leaving like a bunch of space in the back there. And this area over here, I know it's a cluttered mess, but I was thinking that I could just shove my Frankie down here. It's very tight. Like, if you can see, that is the space from the bottom, and there's no space at the top and bottom. So she really, like, this is as far as she can go on the shelf. And I don't know, I just feel like she doesn't fit the shelf, if you know what I mean. Like, these are all Ever After High, and then boom, collector doll. So I'm going to try and see if I can make space for her up here. In the corner back there, Headmistress is back there, so I might have to move her to my other shelf, because I might have to shove my other Frankie up there. This is the setup I have going on right now. I have Tiffany's and Chucky's box in the middle, the empty Frankie box, obviously Frankie in her box, and then my Laguna doll over here. But honestly, when I did this setup, I wasn't really thinking, because at the time, I don't know, I wasn't really planning on filming many videos, because in a couple months I will be moving to a new room, so I'll have like tons more shelves. So when I redid this, I wasn't really thinking like, oh, I'm gonna have more dolls I have to do. It was more or less just, oh, I'm just gonna redo my dolls. But right now, Holiday, Cleo, and Deuce are in the mail. And I also ordered Midnight Masquerade Cleo. And then I also ordered a Iridescent doll, but she is going to go on the other shelf that I have. And I also ordered one other doll. It was a Shipwreck Rochelle doll. She was new in box, and she was really cheap for what she was. So I ordered it. She also won't go on this shelf, but when I did this, I wasn't really thinking about, oh, I'm gonna have other dolls that I'm ordering. In my mind, it was just, oh, get through this, and then we'll have it. But no, I was wrong, but it's okay. I put Headmistress. I put Headmistress down here. She kind of blocks the mess. Not really, but kind of. I'll rearrange this a little more, and then I'll come back. Okay, this is what the final setup looks like for now. I love my Frankie doll. Like, she's great. I don't know. Midnight Masquerade was, I don't know. It's not my favorite. Like, obviously, I think the other Honkator Frankie is a lot prettier, but, like, she's not the worst. She could be worse. And then in the middle here, I just have my Chucky and Tiffany and Laguna. But so far, out of all the dolls I've seen come out, Laguna is my absolute favorite. I don't think I'm being fair, though. Laguna's always been my favorite, so I love her over here. Where's your purse? Oh, I dropped her purse when I was moving her. Anyways, she's definitely one of my favorites. But yeah, when I did this setup, I wasn't really thinking like, oh, I'm going to be moving to a different room. Like, that's what was my mindset. So it was just like, oh, I can just shove dolls, because I didn't plan on making videos. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. It was kind of quick, but that's alright. I love my little Frankie doll. I think she's pretty cute. And then, yeah, this is the setup for now, but I'm gonna post some more unboxing videos soon. So, yeah, if you could like and subscribe, it'd do me a lot of help. But thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, guys.